Alrighty, welcome back, fellow gamers, to this another Ratscast. Server here as always, coming to you once again from the wonderful world of Final Fantasy XVI. We're trying to complete some of these side quest missions and stuff. In order so we can, well, I can try to level this character up and get these bars up to where they should be right about now, which I did not pay any attention at all to the abilities. I didn't realize that the limit break bar can be increased, and probably should have been increased a long time ago. So, yeah. I don't know if it just resets that one or resets all of them. It would, okay. That was a cool ability. No, I don't think I ever actually used it. God, fuck me down. So that maxes me out to my full. That's good. So let's finish this mission off then.
Stay down.
Oh, there's some bombs up there. God damn it, I hate bombs. You're not blowing up on me. Thank God. I hate those things, I really do. They have the absolute worst. Oh, is that one of the big guys? I think it is. Ow. Oh, there's a bunch of Gather around so I can fry you all. Nice. Mentor. Why is he getting up? Oh, you're down again? Oh, so sorry. It's a mighty big club. Oh, if we want that, we're probably have to fight these things. Oh, good. I was able to get past them. Yay! Uh-oh. Got something coming up here. Alright. Kind of creepy over there, don't you think? The scarecrows are definitely scary. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Ahaha. Thought I might find something. May not be much, but it's better than nothing, you know? By the way, I'd like to thank Raven underscore 22 for following 12 hours ago. fellow streamer and a good person. I always just call him Kai. I can never figure out how to pronounce the whole thing. Kai, how he spells it? I don't know. Did a shout out this morning. It's always so interesting because I always get at least one or two people following. Well, we have people here, but are they good guys or bad guys? I don't know. Let's get this first.
Not a sound. Who the hell are you? Kill them!
You think so?
You can either fuck off or face the consequences. It's over. You're finished. That's the end of that then.
Wait.
Or maybe not.
Figures.
What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too. Nice try.
He's out again, huh? Okay. So the one thing that's weird is the blob guys are for these things are called two scoops. That's funny. But originally, these creatures, were pretty much immune to most magic. Whatever, whatever they were, like this is purple, so normally it would be, this is, lightning, of course. It would be immune to lightning. However, it would be susceptible to something else. And all other magical abilities would usually be about, well, it would take like half damage to everything but the one magical attack that it was the one magical type that it was not immune to, that it was actually weak to, you would do double damage. So when those type of characters came up, monsters came up, you wanted to make sure that you were only using the correct magic ability on them, or if you could switch party members.
Surprises. I'll take that as a no. Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
Ah, Wade.
You were
Sir
watching.
Wade.
I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Of course, Sir Wade. Good man.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Nice to see Eastpool alive and kicking again, eh?
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
Hit the wrong button. That was my bad. Back to Martha's Rest. Here we go.
There you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. What's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. They've only given me nightmares of my own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be.
Yep.
What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Yep. He's a good man. Oh, what does she have now?
Ah, Clive. I was just about to send for you.
Hasn't left
I need
yet.
to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool.
Alright.
Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As have those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
Right, I'm on it.
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep him in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gazal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
That's a frightful thought. Martha's not wonderful to be fooled around with. Don't go on, she's right outside. It's really weird.
Think we're all of us glad to see the bearers and the guardians find a home for themselves over in Eastpool. Not least because it feels like we've finally got ours back. And for that, I can't thank you enough.
Oh, you know, I really didn't use anything, did I? Oh, let's find out, shall we? There's no point in going forward unless we know we have all our supplies.
What are you after? Much obliged. Thanks very much. Much obliged. Thanks very much. There you go. Take care out there, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even a bandit could.
There's something here. Let me see. Back inside we go then. Ah, it's upstairs.
My lord Marquis, is that you? It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs.
Ah.
And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray.
Yes. I can
Subsequent
imagine.
darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Give me a second, guys. Alright, let's get on with this, guys.
I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to...
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping you might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Time it all. I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will, a home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village, your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
A frying pan. That's too funny.
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
We only got one guy who's
Thank you, Martha.
cowarding out.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashek, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
Strong woman. I always liked her as a character.
The calm before the storm.
Not very calm.
And here it comes.
We can't let Eastpool fall.
And we won't.
No, I would have bombed them. Okay. Shit. I'm gonna finish that little birdie off over here. Ouch! Oh!
Too slow. I needed that.
I didn't realize I was that low in life. I always do that. Alright. What have we got? Chocobos. No, not chocobos. Well, they look like chocobos. But they're a little more deformed than this. Okay. Alright, that's the first wave down. Nice.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in East Pool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when East Pool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Oh no, I'm more than sure. Okay, oops, map. So it's on its way to. We're gonna hit the Martha's Rest and cut it off.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even if...
Good girl.
Can hardly make out a bloomin' thing.
No time for you. I have bigger fish to fry. Oh shit! Alright, right on past it. I hate these things.
There she is.
With me, Gav.
Ouch.
I needed that.
Down again. Yep, I knew that would take it out.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Hey, Viewer, thanks for joining. Oh, Spawn Man, what's up? How's it going?
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You
Yep.
brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to
Ouch.
fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home.
Well, I'm glad it's not serious.
Anyone or anything tries to take it away.
They'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
Finally. Not gonna sit around on their loyals.
They're not slaves anymore.
Fancy wage anything, not gonna sit on their asses.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he were still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
Mm-hmm.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now, too.
Was that before or after the surgery?
East Pullian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together?
Yeah.
The goblins from the Stillwind Marshes.
Yes.
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield.
Yep.
I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Ouch. Yeah, it's not fun. That's for sure. But it's a scar that, ew. I mean, is it really large or just? Worst part with scars on your head, even when the hair grows back, there's still always going to be that section of skin that's dead now, where the hair won't grow again, and it will, even no matter how much you brush over, it's always going to be there, and it's always going to show through. So, I cut my, I fell on my face one time. I fell off my bike, and sliced open my left eyebrow, and there's still a slice right there in the hair on the eyebrow that just will not grow back. Yeah, I bet it is. Probably gonna swollen for a while.
What are you after? There you go.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Yeah.
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
No.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Yep.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
All right. Now I know a lot of people. Oh, cool. Got some food. There's a lot of people who they're kind of down on this game. I mean, it's a great game. They love the combat. They like the battles, the bosses, the what have yous. But there are a few people who think some of the cutscenes and some of the story bits are a little too slow, that the story kind of drags down the pacing of the game. I love it myself. I mean, Final Fantasy has always been about the stories, about the characters, about what's going on. Every game has had this. If you played any Final Fantasy game whatsoever, there's always been long bits of conversation that you have to sit through. In the early days, of course, you had to read it all yourself. Now, everything's voiced, but you can go back to Final Fantasy X, or even 10-2, or 13, and not have long conversations between characters, because they're trying to tell a story. They're trying to develop the characters. They're trying to set the path for which way the story is going to go and how it's going to end up the way it is. and I'm enjoying myself quite honestly. I have really loved the story a lot, and I've really enjoyed the characters. I think everything is just has come to pass beautifully, really. Just the way they've everything's been set. Okay. Okay, I have 2 markers there, 2 markers there, and 1 over here. Now the conversation bubble ones, those are new stories. The triangles are ones I have currently in hold on a second. Dang it, that's not what I meant to do. That I'm currently in what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say production. It's not production. It's in progress. So like these are all stories that are that have something that's already started. Okay, so that's better. So Smooth Like Butter is going to be over here, along with Eye to Eye. Skin Trade is in the other one. Okay, so that's where we're going. I'm going to come here first. Now, I really don't need to do these now because my bar is up to the full 4th level like I wanted it to be.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
But, it's fine. I'll be, I still want to finish some of these storylines.
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws. And
really?
They grow more organized by the day.
We'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud. By finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Speak with him.
Okay, we'll get to that one in a moment. I already got several other.
What's the difference between a lord and a man?
A league of outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
Mustard and mandrake, saffron and
If there's one thing we've learned over the past few moons, is that we're stronger when
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
My livelihood with it.
What about the town watch? Swimming a sword company.
I still can't quite believe it. Lord Cooker. Gone. And all his men with him. Our best customers.
I always thought it was the blessing I'd miss it for Fangfell.
Could be I know something more. Yeah. What's it worth to you?
Always count.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
No.
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
Yeah.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
Yeah.
Goods.
Yeah, this is a little on the,
I always thought it was the blessing I'd miss it for Fangfell.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go round and round. I think, right? Yeah. Well. Yeah.
I still can't quite believe it. Lord Cook. And all his men with him.
When the Fangfella took my livelihood with it.
If there's one thing we've learned over the past few weeks...
Mustard and mandrake,
Fresh
saffron and
silk from the Canada
sage.
caravan. Like naught you've seen before.
Oh, this is the guy we're supposed to be talking to about the other thing.
Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. That's my doing his bidding yet again.
Of course.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
Nope, not at all.
Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Okay. So now we are going over here. And then I still have to go up there. So we'll take out the storeroom, and then we'll come over here and we'll go take out the enemies there.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together. Let them.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale.
Yep.
So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Oh, I don't think so.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Oh, great. Another one of these. Hate wizards. That's one down. You're going, Toggle.
It's over.
Ah, it was a waste of magic. That's okay. Hey, viewer, thanks for joining. Oh, friend, how's it going, bro? I'm doing well. Hope you're having a good night. Didn't work too hard, hope.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lump in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. Then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort.
No, you're not.
Be gone before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find
Yeah,
it.
I imagine you would. Especially in a piece of hardware like that.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty painted lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it?
Nice.
I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goot, no.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalimil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan.
Hang on a second. Play Innocence, huh? Whoosh. Well, hopefully, like I said, once you get it all set up and get the fans in, then you won't have the heat problem anymore. I'm sure that's a really taxing game. At least this way, I hope you can enjoy it once you get your PC all set up nice and neat. It's always good when you have a real nice PC. I gotta get mine fixed or get me a new one. I'm not sure which. The sucker's on its last legs, I'm telling you. Whoosh.
Then, won't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense. But I see you're the same pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Just knocked him over.
Gooch, you... If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Ah.
Fuck.
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Ooh. Check his eye.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It's an easy going through life, one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice.
Yeah.
Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Okay. So now we got to go that way. Well, there's a thing over there too, but I think the mission I need to take yeah, that's for Uncle. This is the one I need to do is over here. I think. Yeah, I need to go this way.
We need someone who can bring the whole town together.
When the Fang fella took my livelihood with it.
If there's one thing we've learned over the past few moons...
Mustard and mandrake,
Fresh
saffron and
silks from the
sage.
Canva caravan. Like naught you've seen before.
If those ne'er-do-wells want to band together, let them. There'll be no match for us.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Okay, this is the right direction. Nope, that's not the right direction. Guess we're going the route of the Chocoboles. Yeah. Ah, that might be them there.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him. The one who killed Locke and Fingers. Take his head off.
You were saying? Do we have another healer on hand? Because this guy's life just went back up. Yeah, see? There they are. You need to go bye-bye. Ow!
Enough.
Drop kick. Well, not really drop kick, but more like a punch.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
I bet this was planned.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can.
I thought they saw through that.
Stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
The bastard's been lying to us for
Can you believe we were going to make him bear? He would have been the ruin of us all.
People are idiots.
Sounds like something's happening in the square. I wonder what.
Okay. See, why is it pointing me over there? I'm supposed to be going over here. I thought I was supposed to be going to the tavern over here. It's like, but for some reason, all of the quest markers are in the wrong place. There we go.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
Knew all along that he was playing us for food.
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
For a share in Lubor's ill-gotten guilt, perhaps.
I assume the situation is hopeless?
At current?
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll keep it in mind.
That's not what he meant. You're no fun. God. See how you are, man. Jeez. How vicious. He didn't mean actual wolves, because they're bandits who are constantly trying to attack the town. He's the only one who's been able to do anything to unite people to fight against the bandits, but now they're going to fight against him. Oh well, I got places to be.
The bastard's been lying to us.
I think we'd better shut up. Sounds like something's happening in the square.
Idiots.
Nothing to report.
I've always had a major issue with bigotry. Is that all you can think of right now?
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Ah. I hate these guys because they have their shields. That should take care of quite a bit of them. You get to die severely. Look at that. Choo! Corkscrew.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but These were men of the Fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Not at all.
Yep.
To find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Okay, oh. Hold on, let's see, God damn it, I hate when that happens. Hold on. I hate it when it sits there and tells me what quest it wants me to do. It's like, no, I'm not doing that right now. Thank you very much. I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be going. So yeah, Northreach, I thought we were going to go in here.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Oh, you know what?
Do you see anything you like? An excellent choice.
There we go. Yeah, put me in a better position.
Ready, go?
Alright. Oh. So this is where this person is. Okay, hang on.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him.
Oh.
I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Alright, they're not that far away.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Oh, look at that. Big guy, too.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Gonna pelt them to death. Ow. Damn it. Ouch. I don't think so, dude. Ha 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 ha.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Pistolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late.
Yep.
I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Let's go grab this wandering thing over here. And oh, look, there's some enemies over there. Akashic. Should we take him out? Probably should. Shouldn't allow Akashic to be roaming around like that. Let's see.
Farewell. It's over.
I think I attracted some more attention. Or unwanted attention, I should say. Yeah. Okay, they went back to what they were doing. Nice. Alrighty, let's see here. Under new management. Let's see what this is all about.
The High Cardinal. The Dominion's all but done for.
Then it's lucky we stayed.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
I mean, I could probably go on to my mission like I was supposed to. I got everything up to where I want it to be, but I'd rather be safe than sorry because, like I said, I already screwed up once before in not leveling this and not getting it to the maximum. Even though I probably won't use that again. Just in case I did like that attack.
We're just gonna fall into line.
What else can I do?
Ah.
Don't trust this Duke. If we're not careful, you'll undo all the Dane's hard work.
Oh, Clive.
This is all up.
My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, He will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation, least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf? For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
True.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck.
Okay, we'll make that a priority and we'll take care of that one. Because, yeah, this guy is a piece of work, sounds like.
I may have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Yeah, exactly. Make the wrong impression and it could be the end of everything. I think we're going this way? Yes.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later.
Mm.
The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
This way. I went the wrong way again. Yeah, because probably everybody inside is probably all happy because they're going to be protected and fortified. Where we're not here, they're going to be ones screwed.
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
As I had feared. That's usually what happens when the I'm trying to think of the right word. Not the locals, but like the traveling merchants, the tradesmen, the people that come and go, you know, who set up shop, you know, in whatever the town square is, so they can, you know, sell their wares to the locals and then go out and go retrieve more and come back, whatever. Those are the people that are suffering the most. Those are the ones who are the most in danger here, because this man is not only trying to drive them out so they can no longer do their business, but apparently from this one guy's words, he plans to basically take everything that they own in order to drive them off. You know, leaving them broke and without a means of supporting themselves, which really sucks.
Do you see anything you like?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to talk to you, sweetheart. I want to talk to her.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going
No.
around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Yep, pretty much.
Sell anything today? As much as you, I'll wager.
The garrison salvaged what they could from more, but that grain won't last us through the winter, will it?
See? These poor people are being starved out.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You've got a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
The people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
I just think I would be lying under a pile of rubble in Twinside.
If you'd ever got as far as setting out, yeah.
I like listening to some of the conversation, especially ones I haven't heard before.
That shouting I heard from the barracks.
Could be trouble again.
And you're just gonna fall into line.
What else can I do? I'm a soldier.
That didn't sound appealing.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
Interesting.
It's not only control of the garrison he wants, it's the whole of Northridge.
It's interesting how the points of view of some people.
Have a leader in the Dame. One at a time now. There's enough for everyone.
You're the one who's talking to His Eminence.
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected to hear. You know, from soldiers. Especially those who have been fighting for such a long time and feel like they're fighting a losing battle. They just want the help and support. They just want to take care of their families. They don't care about anything else. They're soldiers. They don't know any other way.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sandbreaker's back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Not necessarily. Sorry to tell you.
A whole day to dry some bloody linen.
Some empires do nothing but bleed their forces dry. They don't care about anything else but themselves. Okay, I know I'm in the right area, but...
Welcome back. Wraith's
There we
causing
go.
any trouble.
None worth mentioning. Just staying put for now.
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme.
Yes.
Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's
Not
my
surprised.
sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right. I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
She's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
Yep.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Can I go around? I can't tell. Oh yeah, maybe I can.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was.
But...
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes.
Yeah.
Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realized what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach yet.
All right.
Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was to be in the next few seconds, because, like I said, a lot of these storylines I let fall to the wayside, and so in doing so, they're piling up one after the other. Like the last one I just did, I mean, as soon as I had left, it already wanted me to do the second quest. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a third one somewhere along the line. Okay, so, oh, that's, I meant to bring up the map. Okay, so we need to come over here. It looks like we have a couple things over here that need to be done, on top of the additional quest that needs to be taken care of. So now, let's come over to this thing, and we'll get rid of that. So, yeah, smooth like butter. We still have to finish that one. This is the one I'm looking for right now. Eye for eye, we will take care of later on, because I had to go back to the Reach for that, so there's no point in dealing with that one until I'm ready. It's just, oh, that one's outside. Okay, there's one. Okay, the person I need to talk to for the next quest is above.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
You there, the strapping lad with the sword.
Yes.
Finally, no one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Climb the stairs and
memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
I need to prioritize this. This is easy.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled bow.
That Cyril fellow's an odd fish, don't you think?
Well, scholarly sorts like him always are, aren't they?
Okay, so Guardians of the Crystals, the first stones covered. Sacred hold thy noble blood till end the mother's labor. Interesting.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalamil.
Not a scratch on them.
Okay, so this one says, Wanderers of the Golden Plain, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks your home.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Mummy made a pottage from it.
Sounds delicious. Perhaps she'll invite me round to try it next time.
Alright, and last but not least, children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessings and give praise her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches will bring down.
Oh, he's up on top. What am I thinking? I remember passing this woman originally.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, would that I could have seen them for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the Hunters, now sworn to serve the sun.
Sun worship? That cannot possibly be right.
I could have sworn it was something like that.
No, that's not it. Hold on. Oh, there it is. I didn't see the thing went all the way across. Do with me.
Of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled bow.
Beneath the flood, yes.
You have my thanks. Without your medicines and your wisdom, Tabor would be but a shadow of itself.
It is the least we can do in return for your generous hospitality, my lord.
I have no idea where I'm going.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalamir.
Nope.
Lord Rosfield, is there
No.
aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little unless, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
A village built around an airship. Sounds like another lost wing. I hope the inhabitants are just as friendly.
Okay, so that's what that guy was, okay. So we're gonna go out this way and around, I think, as well. No. There's another exit. Let's find it.
Ready, go? Faster! Still.
Dang it, I missed this. I was hoping to get close enough to it. There we go. Let's go, guys.
Well met, stranger.
Thanks, Cal.
Farewell.
We'll learn an experience, shall we?
Well, I made sure to orca them. Now. Oh, come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Gosh, she doesn't really fly, but you get the idea. Oh, goodness. Ah.
Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
Nice.
Too slow.
Ah, that takes care of that bounty. Nice and simple, huh?
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Faster!
Thanks, girl.
Huh, I can't get there from here. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to fast travel.
I needed that. Nice try. Better already.
My dude took more damage than I planned on. Unfortunately. I'm gonna definitely have to catch up on some healing potions as soon as I have a chance to.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Alright, let's get a move on here.
Enough of you, are there?
Akashic. Yeah. Uh-oh. Come on, you. I haven't been here yet.
Thanks, Gal.
Okay. What the hell?
Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors.
I don't think so. Burn through those shields now that your magic is gone.
Stay down.
There's nothing to protect you anymore. God. All dead. Oh, lovely.
Whatever that thing is. I'd say it's their leader.
Fool's gold, huh? So much for your big power move, huh? Ow! Ouch!
Too slow.
Okay, hang on a second.
Farewell. Well done, Toggle.
Nice. Done and dusted. Now let's find out what happened to these people.
Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks.
May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
You
All right.
are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
My thanks. I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kratov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind, and it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
In other words, piss off and stop trying to tell us how to do our jobs. Yeah. I figured that conversation was going to go about that well. It didn't seem like it was going to be one that could be won. I don't know why he continued to try.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worry
worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
Smelly thing that it is, you can have it.
Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Yes, I have other things to deal with. Yeah, this is another old one I should have done ages ago when I was in the area the first time, and I completely spaced. Okay, you know what? No. I'm gonna come over here and talk to the merchant.
Here, take a look at my wares.
Oh, wait, 3.
Anything else?
2.
A fine choice.
Up, 2.
Anything else? Of course.
And that should be it. I don't have enough for that again. I really should sell this crap because I don't need any of it.
Ah, not bad. It's a deal. Ah, not bad. It's a deal. Got anything else for me? Ah, not bad. It's a deal. Ah, not bad.
I mean,
got anything else for me?
It's all crafting materials, but I don't craft anything.
Come again.
Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Are you buying or selling? Ah, not bad. It's a deal. Got anything else for me? It's a deal. Ah, not bad.
Yeah, because any of the weapons I can make are usually not as strong as what I already have.
It's a deal. Got anything else for me? Ah, not bad.
And I don't think I can up the weapons I have anymore. So unless something comes into play that I get later on from somebody, there's really nothing I can do about the weapons that they give me. Because they're really not much as far as way of well, really anything I can do with it. Okay, finish off a few things. Go talk to the one guy about his charges. And then we're gonna go talk to Lord Karen, or Lady Karen,
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
as it is mine.
Okay. Like I said, there's a few other minor quests to undertake, but I think we're pretty much done. I'm gonna come over here, turn in the one, and then well, we should be ready for that final quest. Because we're pretty close to it anyways, where it should be right where we need to be level wise. Oh, let me see. Yeah, I don't have enough skill points still. That's okay. I didn't think we would. I did a lot of minor quests, nothing major. They were all old, so weren't going to get me a lot of points. Oh.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Okay. So like I said, there's a ton of quests that still need to be done. I mean, the whole message board.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
It still has a bunch of creatures and stuff that need to be taken care of and taken out, but the problem is that the one I need, it won't let me take for some stupid reason, and I don't know why. See, so that takes care of those two. But see, like, they should all be done because I already took care of those.
I don't think so.
Look at these wings, yeah. Bye-bye.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised? Here you are. All yours.
So there's still 2 more that need to be done. Both of them need to be unlocked.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing? Anything catch your eye?
Okay, actually, I think we're going to stop it here, because we're in the 3-hour mark, and I really didn't mean to, do this mission. That's okay. No, we don't want to go to the store, we want to get out of here. Okay, that's it. And again, I guess we can do the Echoes of the Fallen at any given time. You don't have to finish off the storyline to do it, which is nice. I think the other one doesn't come out yet, so more than likely I'll probably be done with the main story when that one comes out. And I'm sure we can finish off with all these quests and stuff after the fact, which is fine, dandy with me. I don't care either way. One way or the other. I do want to get this done so we can work on other things, because, like I said, I still have Forspoken to get through. I still have to get back to Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, because I stopped that so I can work on Spider-Man 2, which I had to put aside Assassin's Creed Mirage so we can work on the Rift in Time DLC and the start of the new the official start of Dreamlight Valley. Now that's actually out and in effect, and so yeah, it's been quite a journey. I have so much going on and so little time to do everything in. So yeah, like I said, I still have a lot of stuff I'm trying to do and complete. So yeah, so we will get to as much as I can when I can, as soon as it is all humanly possible. Other than that, I also want to try to get back into more Lego Fortnite. I want to try to do a regular series on that, I think, because I really am enjoying myself. And unfortunately, we'll have to take on where I'm at in the game currently. But it's a lot of fun. And, you know, I'm really enjoying myself with that game. And I can't stop playing. It's one of those really nice, obsessive little games. Much like I'm enjoying Dreamlight Valley, or how much I really enjoyed Animal Crossing New Horizons before it became kind of obsolete. So it kind of sucks that they decided after 2 years not going to do anything with it. It's become rather stale, unfortunately, because it's pretty much the same thing over and over again. I mean, the most you really could do is go to the Happy Home Paradise DLC part, and, you know, bring in more people, and because you can constantly pile people up in the same area, even though, you know, I've already got like 2 or 3 people in one house area, and, you know, on the same island. It doesn't matter. You can keep piling, because they're all different instances, so they all have the different homes. But it's just like, that's all you can do. You just go in there, bring in villagers, you know, design houses, get paid, and get out. And there isn't much more to the game. But the same thing with the regular game itself. You know, you go around, you clean up your island, try to keep everything nice and neat and whatever. Do what you can to make your people happy. If somebody wants to leave and you're fine with that, let them go and get somebody else and try to get them, set up in the house and, whatever. And it's like I said, it's a lot of the same thing over and over again. There really isn't a lot to the game. There really isn't a lot to the gameplay anymore. The hook is gone, which sucks. So, I'm hoping that Dreamlight Valley will be supported for a little longer than that, so that we can actually have some time to play and have fun and just do things, So we'll have to see how everything goes out. Other than that, again, I want to thank everyone for being here, for being a big part of the show. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Like to remind everybody that if you are enjoying the show, please don't forget to follow along or subscribe to the channel, because it helps out. And I really do appreciate it. You can also follow me at my social medias, at cyperrat on X, at the Ratscast on Instagram and on Threads. I try to post there when I'm going live what games I'm going to be playing, so you always know what's going on. If there's going to be any changes in schedule or cancellations, whatever, that's usually the best place to go to find out what's happening. But yeah, if you missed any part of Final Fantasy XVI or any other games I play, because I am a variety streamer and I play a ton of games. I've been doing this for over 8 years. So you can go over to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ratscast. Big red subscribe button down below will take you there. And you can check out all the content that I have for you guys. I have a ton of games for you guys to watch and enjoy down there. Lots of stuff. You can see, like I said, all the, various games that I played over the years, including the other Final Fantasy games I played, a lot of Final Fantasy, a lot of, I went through and played, Kingdom Hearts, 3, and I was actually replaying 1 and 2, but I kind of got, sidetracked, because I had so many games coming out, so, yeah, again, things don't always work the way I planned them to, but that's okay. Eventually I'll get back to it, hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, there's a ton of games over there to watch and enjoy, so go check it out, guys. Again, I really do appreciate it. If you're already watching on the channel, thank you for being here and being part of the show. It means a lot that you guys are here and are watching the show. Please don't forget to do all the YouTube things you're supposed to do while you're there that help out the channel. Thank you guys again so much for being here, for being a big part of the show. We hope to see you guys on the very next episode of the Ratscast. Until then, this is cyperrat signing out for now. Later, bye.